Hey everyone, welcome back. I'm Mike, and we're going to be diving into a topic that I think is really, really important for anyone out there who's running a hotel in India.
And I'm Karen excited to unpack some of the details from a blog post we found about a pretty crucial mistake.
Yeah, we've been going through this blog series called 50 Mistakes, Why Most Hotels Fail, and How You Can Succeed, and this one really stood out to us. Mistake number 24, neglecting the local market.
The author Arun Kumar Raman really stresses how important it is to engage with the local Indian community.
Yeah, I mean, think about it. You've got this great hotel, maybe in a city like Bangalore, but you're hitting those slow periods when tourism just dips. What if the answer was just, right outside your door?
Arun argues that so many hotels are focused on getting those tourists that they completely forget about the people who live right there.
And, it's not just filling rooms. It can really have a ripple effect.
And it's interesting because it seems like there's this misconception, international tourism more profitable, but they don't realize how much a solid local base can actually bring in.
Yeah, it's like, you've got this gold mine right there and you're off looking for treasure somewhere else.
Exactly. And he points out that this can lead to fewer locals even thinking about your hotel for a staycation or telling their friends and family to stay there when they come visit.
And that word of mouth is so valuable.
And Arun actually uses a case study from Bangalore comparing two hotels.
Now, this is where it gets really interesting. These hotels are similar in size, target audience location,
Yeah.
but totally different approaches to the whole local thing.
One hotel really embraced the local scene, partnered with businesses, hosted events, really became a part of the community. The other one, not so much, really relied on those online travel agencies and tourists.
And the result, I mean, they're pretty clear. The hotel that focused on the local community saw a 15% jump in occupancy overall, and revenue went up 20%, even during the monsoon season when things are usually slow.
Yeah, those numbers are really something, and they show how important local engagement can be.
So what exactly did they do differently? I mean, Arun gives some really interesting examples.
He really focuses on the importance of those strategic partnerships, businesses that really resonate with the people who live there.
Okay, so let's say I'm a hotel owner in Bangalore.
Hmm.
What are we talking about here? What kinds of partnerships?
Oh, you got to think about what makes Bangalore Bangalore, right? It's a tech hub, great food scene, growing interest in like wellness and yoga. So maybe partnering with those tech companies, popular restaurants, even yoga
I
studios.
like it, understanding what your city's about and finding businesses that really, fit with what you offer.
Exactly. And then you get creative with it, right? Staycation packages that include discounts at those places or even experiences like a tech tour for guests or a yoga retreat.
And what about families? Arun mentions how important it is to cater to families, especially during school holidays or festivals.
Absolutely. Family-friendly packages with discounts for kids, maybe some themed activities, or even partnering up with those local attractions that families love. Make your hotel the place to be for a staycation.
So it's all about understanding your local audience and what they want.
Right. And then you got to reach them. Social media is really important here. Targeted Facebook and Instagram ads.
Okay, yeah, I was going to ask about that. Social media can be tough. How do you stand out?
Strategy, target people in your city, show off what you're offering, those local partnerships, and don't forget, visuals are huge.
Yeah, people love those amazing pictures and videos. Show off your hotel, the city, the experiences you're creating.
And social proof is key. Use those positive reviews and testimonials, especially from local guests, because people trust recommendations from people like them.
So it's building that community online too.
Yeah, engage with those local followers, respond to comments, do some contests, make it feel like a welcoming place online, just like you're doing offline.
It's all about that holistic approach, isn't it? Connecting with your local community, both online and offline.
And when you do it right, the results are amazing.
Yeah, increased weekday and off-season occupancy, steady flow of corporate clients, and, like Arun said, those local referrals are gold.
It's like having a built-in fan base right there in your own city.
And in the end, that's what leads to success in this industry. It's not just about those tourists passing through. It's about building a sustainable business, one that's really a part of the community. So we've been talking about how important that local community is for Indian hotel owners.
And how ignoring them can really hurt your business.
But what about the hotels that are doing it right? Arun actually talks about a hotel in Jaipur that really gets it.
Yeah, this hotel, they used the city's history and culture to create these really unique experiences for people who live there.
Oh, okay. I'm interested. Tell me more.
So they partnered with local artisans, craft workshops, things like that, to offer those behind-the-scenes tours and like interactive experiences. Imagine learning block printing or taking a pottery lesson from a real craftsman.
Wow, that's really cool.
Mm.
It's more than just a hotel stay. You're getting a taste of what Jaipur is all about.
Right, and they didn't stop there. They also hosted these cultural events with local musicians and dancers, storytellers, and they became really popular with both hotel guests and locals, so it created this buzz around the hotel.
Yeah, that word of mouth is so powerful.
And they were smart about their marketing, too. They used social media platforms that are popular in India, like WhatsApp and Instagram, and highlighted those cultural experiences.
It makes sense. You're speaking directly to the people you want to attract.
And it worked. Arun says this hotel saw a big increase in bookings from local people, especially during the week and those slower times when there aren't as many tourists.
So you don't have to rely on just tourist season. You can build a steady business by focusing on the people who live right there.
And by embracing your local culture, you also create a better experience for your tourists, too.
It's a win-win. You get local customers, the tourists have a great time, and you're building a brand that's really connected to the community.
And speaking of building a brand, let's talk about social media. Arun talks a lot about how important it is to use social media to show off those local partnerships.
Yeah, we touched on that earlier, but what are some specific things hotels can do?
Well, he says, create engaging content that really highlights your collaborations with those businesses and organizations.
So it's not just, hey, we partnered with this restaurant.
Yeah.
It's more about showing why that partnership is valuable to local people, like discounts or special menus.
Exactly. And use visuals, those pictures and videos that can really get people excited.
I can just imagine those Instagram posts.
Yeah.
Beautiful pictures of a delicious meal from a local restaurant.
And don't forget about contests and giveaways. A little something free can really get people interested.
People love free stuff, and it's a fun way to get them to try out your hotel and those local partnerships.
Arun also talks about storytelling. Everyone loves a good story.
Oh, yeah. How can hotels use that?
Share the stories behind those partnerships. Highlight the people behind those businesses. The passion, the expertise. Make your guests feel like they're part of something special.
It's not just a transaction, it's a connection.
Right. And when you do that, you build a brand that people really connect with.
So what about those hotel owners who might be thinking, okay, this all sounds great, but I don't have a huge marketing budget?
Well, Arun addresses that too. He says, you don't have to spend a ton of money to engage with your local community.
It's more about creativity.
Exactly. Reach out to those businesses, see what you can do together, offer discounts to local people.
And use social media, get creative, experiment, see what works.
He also talks about local influencers. Those food bloggers, travel people who have a lot of followers in your city.
Yeah, those are the people everyone listens to.
Partnering with them can be a really good way to reach more people, invite them to your hotel, let them experience what you offer, and then share it with their followers.
It feels more real than just an ad.
And here's another thing Arun says. Don't just focus on new customers. Think about those local guests you already have. How do you make them loyal?
You want to build that relationship, make them feel like they're part of something?
Exactly. Start a loyalty program, reward them for coming back, give them special perks, discounts, let them know about events first.
And of course, great customer service, make them feel valued.
That word of mouth is so powerful, especially in India. People trust recommendations from their friends and family.
This has been a great conversation. Arun really knows what he's talking about.
Yeah, it's clear that connecting with your local community is good for business and good for everyone.
We've talked a lot about how valuable that local community can be.
And we've seen some hotels in India doing amazing things with it.
But some hotel owners might be thinking, okay, how do I actually make this happen?
Arun has some really practical steps in his blog post.
All right, let's hear them. What's the first thing hotel owners should do to start building those connections?
He says start by really understanding your local market.
So, like, get to know your neighborhood.
Yeah, but go deeper than just demographics. Think about the culture, the events, the businesses that are already thriving there.
So figure out what makes your community unique. What are
Well,
people passionate about?
Right. And once you have that picture, you can start thinking about how your hotel fits in.
So if I'm a hotel in Goa, known for beaches, that relaxed vibe, maybe partner with some surf schools or yoga studios.
Exactly. Or in Hyderabad, known for biryani and history. Partner with food tours or heritage walks, something that appeals to both locals and tourists.
It's about finding those things that connect your hotel to the community.
And remember, relationships take time. Arun says it's important to actually be a part of things.
Like sponsoring a festival, going to community meetings, even volunteering.
It shows that you're not just a business, you're a part of the community.
And that can lead to some really valuable referrals and loyalty.
Once you have those partnerships, you have to make sure people know about them.
So how can hotels showcase those collaborations and get local people excited?
Targeted marketing campaigns focus on what those partnerships mean for people who live there.
So instead of just saying, we partnered with this restaurant, it's more like, hey, locals get this special discount.
Exactly. And use visuals. Great photos and videos show people what they can experience.
Like those Instagram photos of a delicious meal from a local restaurant.
Don't forget those contests and giveaways. Either always a good way to get people's attention.
Yeah, a little something free can go a long way.
And Arun also talks about the power of storytelling.
Oh, yeah. Everyone loves a good story.
Yeah.
How can hotels use that?
Share the stories behind the partnerships. Talk about the people who run those businesses. Their passion, their skills make people feel like they're part of something special.
So it's about making that emotional connection.
Exactly. And when you do that, you build a brand that people really care about.
So to sum it all up, what's the main takeaway from Arun's insights?
Embrace your local community. It's not just good for business, it's good for everyone.
By connecting with your local market, you can build a stronger, more successful hotel.
And remember, it's a process.
Keep trying new things.
Yeah.
Keep learning and keep building those relationships.
Thanks for joining us on this deep dive.
We hope you found it useful.
Let us know what you think. Share your ideas and your experiences with local engagement in the comments.
And until next time, take care.